Hi guys, Crochet and Connect here. It is the time of month when I get to show you the patterns from my crochet calendar. So I'm going to get started with that in a minute, and I have a finished item and just a little something else that I've been working on to show you after I'm done that. So we'll get started with the patterns here. The 1st of June, 1st and 2nd of June, is the spider lattice stole. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th is part 2 of the stole. It is so pretty. I want to make one for myself. I say that about a lot of patterns and I never get around to it, but I really want to make one of those. The 6th and 7th is a shopping bag, which I also want to make. It's pretty cute. The 8th and 9th is the best little dishcloth ever. I don't know why it's the best little dishcloth, but best little dishcloth. The 10th, 11th, and 12th is Ducky. The 13th and 14th is part 2 of Ducky. And the 15th and 16th is part 3 of Ducky. I believe there was a duck in the crochet calendar maybe a couple of months ago, but it was a really tiny duck. This one is much bigger. It's about 6.5 by 6.5 inches, I think it said. So we have a variety of duckies. The 17th, 18th, and 19th is a placemat and coaster set. The 20th and 21st is a one skein lace infinity scarf. 22nd and 23rd is a geometric cardigan. 24th, 25th, and 26th is part 2 of the cardigan. And the 27th and 28th is part 3. The 29th and 30th is spa containers, which are pretty cute. And the June bonus pattern is a baby doll outfit that comes in 3 parts. There's a closer up photo there. And yeah, it comes in 3 parts. So yeah, that was it for June. June seemed really quick and short. And a lot of the June patterns had several parts to them, so I feel like I was kind of gypped for June, but I don't know, I guess I wasn't. So yeah, so those are the June patterns. I do have a finished item, which I finally finished. Whoa. I dropped my head. I finally finished the hat I was working on. You may remember, I think it was like a couple of months ago now, I had most of it done, and then I did a video saying I was probably going to rip it out, which I did, and I started again, and then when I was about halfway through it, one day I left it on my living room chair, and my cat sat on it and was like grooming herself on it, and she kind of like kicked it, and some of the stitches fell off the needle. Normally I know how to fix some dropped, like 1 or 2 dropped stitches with a crochet hook, but so many dropped off, it was just, I didn't know what to do, and I was just going to ruin it even more if I tried, so I just ripped it all out and started again. So 3rd time is the charm. I used these circular needles. There's no size or anything on them. My mom just randomly found them amongst other things at a thrift store and bought them for me. According to my stitch gauge tool, they are 6mm needles, and the cord I measured is about 12 or 13 inches long, something like that. I didn't bother paying attention to the needle size versus the yarn size. I just grabbed the needles and grabbed whatever yarn I felt like using, and this is what I got. The yarn I used is this Martha Stewart Crafts alpaca blend. It is a number 5 bulky, so I probably could have used a bigger needle, but it turned out pretty good. And it is a 40% wool, 40% acrylic, 20% alpaca blend. As I mentioned before, it does shed a little bit, but because I ripped it out and reused it so many times, I think most of the shedding is gone. Like, this is not coming out much anymore. I have found some instructions online. I don't know if I saved them. I'm gonna have to look for them again, on how to wash it by hand to get some of the shedding out. alpaca yarn. So I'm probably gonna do that too before I wear it, just in case, so I don't end up with hair all over me. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. I can't wait till winter comes so I can try it out. It feels like it's gonna be pretty warm. And this is also the first pom-pom I've ever tried. I think it's a bit loose though. I might thread some more yarn in and tie it down a little more because it feels like it's gonna fall out. I don't know. But I used, out of the, I don't know what the sizes are, but I have the set of large clover pom-pom makers, and I used the smaller of the two large ones. I probably could have used the largest one. I don't know if this pom-pom is quite big enough for this size hat. I feel like it could be a little bigger, but it looks pretty good. So yeah, so I can't wait to wear that. I was actually planning to, because I found this yarn just in a random bag of yarns at a thrift store, and I had seen Martha Stewart yarn at Michael's before, so I went back there recently to see if I could find any more of this yarn, because I had sudden urge to try to make matching mittens. But I can't find this yarn anywhere anymore. My Michael's doesn't carry Martha Stewart anything anymore, or any Martha Stewart yarn anymore. There's other Martha Stewart craft stuff, but not yarn. So I don't know, my Michael's keeps driving me nuts. They keep changing their yarn inventory. Every time I go there, they've gotten rid of something and gotten something new in, some new line in. I don't know. They're driving me nuts. But, so I can't find this yarn anymore. So I guess I'm not going to make mittens. Because none of the yarns I have match this shade of off-white. So I might try to find another brand of yarn that matches. Maybe. Or just wear another color mittens with it, whatever. So yeah. So that is my first ever knitted hat, and I am proud of it. Lately, just while I watch TV or whatever, if I feel bored, I've just been grabbing some scrap yarn and making some large granny squares. I'm just planning to use up as much scrap yarn as I can on granny squares, and then make a giant blanket out of them just to use up my scrap yarn. I haven't been really crocheting much lately. I haven't really been in the mood, so this is all I have done. But they've been fun. I had to look up a pattern again to remind myself how to make a granny square, but it's pretty quick and easy and fun, so I like to do that while watching TV. So yeah, so that's all I've been doing lately. That's all I have to show you. Boring. So I guess that's all I have to say today, so I hope everybody's been having a good summer, and I hope everybody's had a good start to the week, and happy crafting.